All right, so with Mr. B, we're going to practice a little bit with going to a cot. So I have one over here, and then we're going to turn the camera in a minute so we can also work a little bit with practicing a tether. So in the beginning, if your pup has never done a raised cot or dog bed, I'd recommend to start with it again before you need it. Doesn't mean you even have to have a raised bed. You could be simply using a dog bed, squishy one, or a blanket. But I just want to see if Mr. Handsome might be interested in going and checking it out and eating a few snacks over the cot. Because eventually I was hopeful to see if maybe he might want to put his feet on it. If he feels that it's a little scary because it does have this hammock effect, you may find what might be easier for him is to try it flipped over. So I'm going to flip it over so it's not quite as weird feeling for him. And the benefit of doing it upside down is now when he steps on it, he won't feel that sinking feeling of like the hammock material. So if in the beginning, we start off by doing a few little find its, then he can kind of, again, target the cot upside down and just start to feel comfortable trying it out. I know the leash just tickled his leg for a second, so he likes to wiggle his toesies when the leash tickles. So this is really nice. So he's going and checking it out. We might do a few more little find its over the cot, show him that it's not too spooky. He says, gosh darn that long lead. So if the lead is a little bit spooky when it tickles his back toesies, we can always, again, if he's just in a safe little bubble inside the house or with you, you can always take your gear off and practice with both. So sometimes on gear, other times off gear, and rotate. So because if the only time he's wearing gear is when he's going to go do that harder thing or that big boy skill, the gear, oh, good job. The gear might start to equal spooky or too exciting or overwhelming. So I'm gonna do a little find it just to get him off the cot for a second. See if we can get him to try this novel situation. So because remember, novelty for a lot of dogs is concerning or a little overwhelming. So we're going to see if, again, Mr. B can do just some nice find-its on the cot. Right there, beautiful. So notice how when he already touched the target last time, he felt a little bit more cozy, maybe putting some toes on there. If he's ever a little uncertain, he just wants to do the reach around and grab it without having to step on it, that's always a fine option. So remember, whenever we're trying something new, we don't need to rush into it. Nice job, Mr. B. But I would take your time and see how it goes. So right now he's doing a real nice job. I might feed again for being on the target. Again, a little jackpot to build up value in this behavior. Nice job, sir. Gorgeous. And then we might even toss a little food item so we can get off and go forage for the snack. He's like, lady, I didn't see where that one went, so we'll put one a little closer. Nice job, bear. Ready? So we might again do our little pause up or step up. So remember how we practiced a little bit with a bowl, with that upside down bowl in class. Sometimes, oops, dropped one, but he'll find it. Sometimes that can be a great way to apply now the pause up or step up onto different items like a bed, or getting into a vehicle or going onto the scale at the vet's office. So many different options for your babes. So as he's getting a little bit more comfortable, I'm going to see if I can lure him a little bit more forward. I'm not going to force the situation on him, though. If he says it's a bit too spooky, we're just going to take our time with the steps. Nice. He's doing a great job. So a couple little jackpots. Again, I might toss a little snack, get him up and off the mat or the cot. See if I can lure him. Oh, he says, hold on, there was a crumb. Lure him onto the bed. What a smart man. And now we have the handsome guy sitting on top of the cot now. What a good boy. So for a lot of dogs, having a visual like a blanket or a dog bed, to be able to visually see where to go can be very nice. So we could go ahead and tell him place or mat or bed, whatever slogan you prefer, get them to go target that mat. Then you can start implementing that stay and then see if you can go ahead and do the same thing we did earlier with the squishy blanket with now a raised dog bed or cot of some kind, but no pressure. You don't have to go out and buy anything brand new. This could be simply a squishy dog bed or a blanket to work on. Yes. So right now we're building up just some of these nice subtle behaviors. If again he wiggles, I might reapply my sit, tell him once more to stay, and then feed throughout this little stay position for a few moments. Yes. So remember, if he's having a hard time, it means that something in the behavior or the exercise is a little bit confusing, or that because it's so brand new to him, he may not be always certain as to what we're rocking. Oh my goodness, chewing, you got it okay? And then right there, yes. So we might say, all done, or again, I'm a little bit slimy with his saliva. Nice job. Might say, all done, and then get him up and wiggle. Nice. But remember, he only gets the snacks for being on the target, which could again be the dog bed, cot, or whatever. Ready, bed? Nice. So I'm going to feed for that because that's still placing onto the item. And then from there, we might again lure him a little bit more onto it. And if he prefers to walk onto it the lengthwise, that can sometimes be easier. And then that way I'm not in your way. Beautiful. We'll get a little sit again. But he's getting a lot more comfortable with the creaky noise and the wiggling of the material underneath his feet. Nice job, Bear. So beautiful. So bed practice, again, great for working the settle and relaxation behaviors for down the road, especially when some dogs don't always know when enough is enough. So having them practice calm practice as well as basic obedience and as well as feeling comfortable and using, again, moments for building behavior, all really great options for all the boys. He says, boy, is he getting exhausted. Yes. So very nice. So we're going to end this lovely clip. We're going to say, all done, and we're going to pat the handsome man, and then we can get up and wiggle. What a good job. So we'll give Mr. B a little break. That was a lovely bed behavior. And we'll go ahead and give him a little breather.